Imagine opening your refrigerator, reaching out for your favorite food and unknowingly setting yourself up for a health disaster. A chilling thought, isn't it? But it's a reality we often overlook. The cold, metallic confines of our fridges can harbor dangers we seldom consider. Today, we're delving into the cold truth about your fridge, shedding light on 5 common food items that could be stealthy saboteurs of your well-being. Stay tuned as we unveil the 5 foods you should never put in your refrigerator. First on our list, believe it or not, are tomatoes. Now you might be wondering why tomatoes? Well, the answer lies in the very nature of this juicy red fruit. When stored in the fridge, the cold environment can cause the essential nutrients in tomatoes to break down. This includes the lycopene, which gives tomatoes their vibrant red color and also acts as a powerful antioxidant. But that's not all. Refrigerating tomatoes also alters their taste and texture. Ever bitten into a tomato only to find it's lost its tangy, sweet flavor and instead tastes rather bland? Or perhaps you've noticed it's become mealy or mushy? That's the cold of the fridge at work, disrupting the ripening process and damaging the delicate fruit. So, if you've been unknowingly sabotaging your salads and sandwiches by storing your tomatoes in the fridge, it's time for a change. Next time, think twice before tossing those tomatoes in the fridge. Who doesn't love a good potato? But storing them in the fridge is a big no-no. Now you might be wondering why. Well, it's all about the starches and sugars. When potatoes are kept in a cold environment, their starches convert into sugar at a much faster pace. This not only alters their taste, making them sweeter, but also presents a potential health concern. The increased sugar content can lead to higher levels of a chemical called acrylamide when the potatoes are cooked at high temperatures, like when you're making those delicious French fries or crispy roast potatoes. Acrylamide, as research suggests, is potentially harmful and could pose a risk to human health if consumed in large quantities over time. It's not just about keeping your spuds tasting great, it's about keeping them healthy too. So remember, keep your potatoes out of the cold to maintain their health benefits. Bread, a staple in most homes, but did you know refrigerating it might be a bad idea? Now that might seem counterintuitive, right? Keeping bread in the fridge feels like the perfect way to prolong its freshness. However, the truth is quite surprising. Here's the science behind it. When bread is stored in a cool environment, like your refrigerator, a process called retrogradation takes place. This is when the starch molecules in bread crystallize faster, causing the bread to become stale at an accelerated pace. So while you may think you're doing your loaf a favor, you're actually speeding up the staling process, resulting in a less enjoyable piece of toast or sandwich. The best way to keep your bread fresh for as long as possible is to store it in a cool, dry place, but not in the fridge. The next time you're tempted to slide that loaf of bread into the refrigerator, remember the science behind it. So, save that loaf from the cold embrace of your fridge. Finally, 2 items you might never guess: coffee and honey. Now that's a plot twist no one saw coming, right? But here's the skinny on why these 2 should steer clear of your fridge. Let's start with coffee. Whether it's whole bean or ground, coffee has a knack for absorbing the flavors and odors around it, a trait that's amplified in the confined, diverse ecosystem of a refrigerator. But there's more. The constant ins and outs of the fridge can cause condensation on the coffee, leading to unwanted moisture. This dampness is a flavor killer, turning your perfect morning cup into a lackluster brew. So, for the love of all things caffeinated, keep your coffee in a cool, dry place away from the fridge. Now honey, this natural sweetener is a marvel of nature and does not need refrigeration. You might think the fridge would preserve it, but it actually causes honey to crystallize. This means it becomes harder and lumpy, not something you'd want to drizzle on your morning toast or stir into your tea. Honey is best kept at room temperature where it can maintain its smooth, flowing consistency. Remember, not everything benefits from the chill of the refrigerator. Sometimes room temperature is just right. So, next time you're about to stash your coffee or honey in the fridge, stop and think. They're better off out in the open.